the older man dating younger women, like how the feeling is. And I think that feeling is like makes us feel like we still got it. And I think that's completely just to feed our ego, completely to feed our ego. And the fact that we still got it, people see us out with somebody who thinks we still got it. It's just, it helps drive us as opposed to like, all right, now I got my old lady and we settled down and we go to IKEA and we go to Target, and it's just kind of like the routine and the monotony of just getting older. So I do understand. I don't always agree with, but I completely understand like when men have been with women for a long time and they leave the woman or they no longer are with that woman, or I won't even say cheat, but they, it's a step. They're going to be right back. But they do find something younger, and it most of the time has nothing to do with the older woman. It's just that thing, that fire inside of a man that he feels that he needs to constantly have lit. And he feels like that's the butane, the younger woman. And then the butane lights the fire. And then like, we back. And like we 20 years younger. And now they got us wanting to go to the gym. Well, I already go to the gym. So, but I'm saying they got the older gentleman trying to go to the gym again and like better his life, as opposed to him seeing where he is, his midlife crisis or whatever, and him on the downhill of life. I don't think there is a control thing if the man is just having fun with this girl. If he's not trying to have a relationship, I don't think he's really worried about the control. I think he's just having fun. But when he tries to like settle down with this person, I think that's when he's like, okay, I'm only settling down with you because I can have my way with you. That's what I think. Because I know like older dudes that can be with a young girl and it's completely like sex, and they make me feel good and they take me to these places I haven't been and I feel young again. But getting an actual relationship with somebody 20 some years younger, I think that's just part of your crisis you got going on.
Well, I think that, so here's my thing. Is there a difference between finding alignment, creating alignment, or learning to live misaligned? Right? So that's how I view this, right? If I can have a situation and I can get it to align with me, does that make me a bad person? Or do I have to be subject to learning to be willing to live misaligned with a person who is not in alignment with me, but there's intersections and there's paths that we cross where we can potentially continue to push forward? Mm-hmm. Like if I'm 40, I'm cool with a 30-year-old, even a 29-year-old. Right? Now, that's a pretty decent gap, 10 to 12 years.
That's done.
But if I'm 30, I'm personally not going to do
19.
A 22-year-old.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, I'm sorry. Not 30. Well, even at 30, I probably wouldn't do it. But at 40, I'm definitely not doing a 22-year-old on purpose. Right? On purpose. If it's a vibe and it's the night, yeah, I might fuck around, right? Depending on how old she looks and how old I feel she is.
Is that when you know her age?
No, I mean, you typically don't know. I mean, you do ask at some point.
So it's like if the vibe is there, you going to let the vibe continue, or you're going to be like, wait, how old are you?
I'm in the club. We're vibing. I got girls. I'm out of state.
Vacation.
I got a hotel or an Airbnb, right? And, it's been lit. I got 10 girls in this section. I don't know the age of 9 of them, but one of them says she's 22 or 23, but she's beautiful as fuck. And I might be like, you know what? And I'm going to tell him like, yo, I really shouldn't be fucking with you. But I'm going to fuck with you today. Right? And that's what I mean by on purpose, right? But
after you going to have a kid blowing up your phone.
No.
After that.
First of all, the 22-year-olds be more gangster now. And then they tell everybody they fucked you. Like, what? Calm down, sweetheart. But anyways, that's what I mean by on purpose. But would I seek to date that person? Never. Ever. And they always have the young age, like you used to do that shit. Like, how old are you? Be like, guess. I'm like, oh, she young as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
you can hear it in
she either young as fuck or old as fuck. It's one of the two.
She said, period.
Yeah.
First of all, I was about to say, you got to wait for well, actually, I feel like Aaron's the only person I know that says poo at the end. I'll be waiting for it too.
So I wouldn't want to box anybody out and be like, man, you 32, move around. But if you 32,
I like when she say that,
and you're mature, and you probably give off like a 37 vibe or something like that, then maybe I would date somebody younger. But at a minimum, I don't care what your age is. You could be 50 or 29. You need to be in shape. You need to have your teeth right. Your money
right.
your money needs to be together. Your career aspirations, goal, plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, have things in place. Have a plan that's working. Like, I'm not just going on like a vibe. Like, the vibe isn't enough for me because, to be honest, I can kiki with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, especially with a few glasses of champagne. So, like, that doesn't matter to me. But anybody with a 2 in front of their age, no.
But a
I
two
could
in front of
kiki
your
with
age.
anybody too, but honestly, the age will really deter me though. Like, we could have a nice conversation, we could vibe, but that's it.
You're 20.
It's the cranberry juice.
Nigga
Actually,
said liar.
Damn, your body is responding.
First of all, I was like, just ignore it. But Rico was making it very obvious. That quick head turn. The
Microphone
fucking
was
head turn.
Yes. Did
These
y'all
are
hear
good
that, Chat? Chat caught that on.
They're not going to hear it.
I think that's the difference between, like, not to do the man and woman thing, but like, women can always pull a dude, no matter what age. Somebody's going to find them, somebody's going to want them, size, shape, age, and anything. And that's not going to feed into your ego, like, oh, he made me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not Stella got a groove back. They that's just how they live.
Because really, I'm finna teach you something.
That's it.
That's the best part. That's why I used to love older women. Like, go ahead, I'm coachable, baby.
I mean, I feel like
Mama bear.
it's probably only
Anybody talking to
appropriate.
me like that will be a hell no. You
What?
crazy. I'm coachable, baby.
You see the high pitched voice. My voice still kind of high.
She got
But
Werther's in her pocket.
What?
you got what? What you said? Craziest thing is I be watching Rome put candy in his pocket all this fucking time. I guarantee he got a gummy worm or
bear.
a gummy
He got a
bear
gummy
right
bear.
there.
He's about to pull some
Look,
shit
that
out
shit
right
warm.
now.
That shit deep in his pocket. He digging. Don't grab anything
No.
else with it.
No, I must have eaten.
Oh, you-
In a napkin. Oh, he old.
He wrapped it in something this time. He wrapped it in something.
Normally
this
they just be in his pocket with lint.
Yeah.
He offered it to our guest last week.
The dude?
No, the girls.
Oh,
I had
But
kids.
I'm looking at
That's
him
kinda
like,
creepy.
I know you fucking lying.
that's kind of creepy, actually.
I know you fucking lying. Like, if you do it with us, cool. But I'm like,
Candy's still candy. It's still sweet.
I couldn't even believe.
Shit warm as hell. You can pull that shit apart. Like.
Wait, do y'all remember? I think it was on.
She was nice though. She was like, no.
What's the name of that cartoon with they round and they had Mr. It's a little Dookie and he talked.
A little dookie.
South Park. Wasn't there a guy
really?
like
Yankee poo.
right? It's somebody, but wasn't there a guy on there who used to like offer candy to kids?
But I mean, I don't just I did that last time, but I'm saying, like, I don't just keep, I only eat candy here.
Yeah,
So I
me
wanna-
too.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie. So right now, because we're ending one presidency, going into another one, we're watching like a lot of different countries go through a lot of changes. We're watching our groceries be out of control. They're not going down.
And they're not healthy anymore.
Like, well, yeah. So I have really been trying to like not give energy to things that would normally energize me. Energize me means something I'm gonna react to. Like, say if I gotta call a student loan people or something and they send me on a goose chase. Normally, I'm gonna start talking like this on the phone but that's not what I said. If you would just listen, you know what I mean? Like how I would just react when I'm aggravated. I've just been trying to be like, man, whatever. Because I feel like right now we have a lot of stress. The shit that we see, the shit that we hear, even if it's just like just ambient noise, like it's everything. And at some point, I think people are gonna start cracking. People who are generally looked at as being resilient, strong, know how to figure things out. Okay, I got a plan. I think those are the people who we're going to see. They're going to start cracking, and I know I can generally manage a very high level of stress. I can manage a million things on my plate. But now that there's just so much like shit just coming at us, and it's hard to ignore it. Like you go to the gym, TV, you on the you. I don't even listen to the radio in the car. Like, just you pick up your phone. You got an Instagram message coming through. Like, there's just so much. We're just inundated, and I don't know if just saying, "Oh, I'm getting off of social media." I don't even think that's enough at this point.
Yeah.
So I guess in order to combat that, I'm really just trying to like not give energy to shit that I cannot change.
And I think it's also the ones who also put in the real work are about to finally see the fruits of their labor. This is that time, the reset, But I do think that, to Aaron's point, a lot of people who are, who have been solid throughout this, I don't know, let's say 5-10 year period, and they've been able to show the ability to be resilient, you're gonna see them fall too, And they were honest, they were hardworking, genuine people, workers, whatever it may be. But I do think that we're at a point in time where only the strong will survive, and a lot of people are strong, but they've already are on the verge of falling apart. I look at the economy kind of like the entertainment industry. I feel like most of the times when people have been working hard for about, let's say, 5 to 7 years, you hear the stories of sleeping on couches and living off McDonald's chicken nuggets, and then they have that big break, right? And a lot of times they sign a terrible contract, and they go through this turmoil within the companies and the conglomerates that are at the top, and but that's what it was designed to do, to break you, to see who can actually make it through. And then even once you get in, right, once you get through the door, the first room is to break you even more. And then if you can survive that, then you can have the world. So that's kind of how I look at the economy right now. Those that were able to get through that door, which is only a select few, a lot of them are going to, they're going to fall, they're going to crumble. And then there's going to be a few that are going to be able to, coast and live through life and potentially live a great life after this period, however long it may be. And yeah.
You know what? And this is going to be, and it sounds so basic, but having this one skill is actually going to like determine if some people can make it or not. It's whether you can cook. Think how much money people who don't know how to cook and choose to not know how to cook, think how much money they spend on delivery and DoorDash and eating out and this, that, and the other. Just a month or I guess maybe a week or whatever. But if you know how to cook, that means you know how to save some money. That means you know how to plan a meal. You know how to make it stretch. You know how to get your proteins when they on sale. You know how to buy your produce when it's on sale and how to freeze it and how much to keep and how much not to cook and just all of the things that have to do with cooking and feeding yourself and your family. I'm telling y'all, that is going to be one skill that's going to break a lot of people.
That's actually been my week. Like this week, I said I'm not buying no outside food. And I'm literally making it happen with what my mom buys 1,000 groceries. Like she's one of those people that don't even check to see what the fuck we got before she goes to the groceries. Like we just have so much things. So I'm like, without me having to buy anything, let me see how much meat we have in the freezer, which we have a lot. And I was like, and I'll make whatever rice, whatever macaroni, whatever the fuck is in the house already. Mm-hmm. I've been killing it. It's already Thursday, y'all. I've been killing it.
I got into a big debate with my girl about this.
Like that. Worrying about that damn pizza.
Right.
She licked her fingers and put it in the damn Tostone a bag.
Oh my God. Yeah, you saw it, right?
She had mad dust on her fingers.
Anyway,
had the nerve to hold the bag like this, as if it was hers. And I was like,
I wasn't here yet. So